hits coming through. Additional 40 damage on your hits is insane.
That is a fact.
It's insane. The early game is just stronger now. Late game, not really. Try early game. Let's go into the game.
Yeah, we'll hop on to game number 1 in this best of 3 series between Aura and Onic, and we are seeing the highlight players here of the series. JP and Jay. Who is the superior Jay here? That's
good point.
They're, just like what Manjin said in the panel, there is another J. That is the Rennet J.
The Rennet J.
But we'll not be seeing that happen just yet. But 2 out of 3 of the J's will try to get the sets happen here in this game.
Yeah, let's go ahead and find out, as we do see Creed kind of walking up here, trying to maximize their mid lane presence. JP as well. They're making sure that, they don't want to go for any big invades, but what they don't know is Jay's actually up on top.
It's already preparing for the gang, and
yeah,
and it's not surprising if they can secure the first blood off of that, but with JP and Greed already rotating to the top side, that might just be a problem as JP starts off the fight against Jay. It's already down to half HP, just deterring the potential gank here against Benny Cutie.
Alright, that was a little surprising because, again, you kind of expect something to happen if you're a tank or a main roaming support and you leave the mid lane to go for a side lane engagement instead. So that kind of slowed down Jay's progression a little bit, but does speed up Hate's.
We're seeing the drop down onto Hate. They might get the kill onto JP, but JP survives with 1 HP in the dream. Hate wasn't able to secure that kill onto him. Still no first bloods in the game.
Right, so again, that's what you want to do here. You want to keep everyone at bay if you're Aura PH, just to make sure that it doesn't, nothing goes, no surprises are thrown. That's something you don't want to do, right?
Yeah, and really, I'm really praising Jay here because he's really active across the map to try to make plays before JP would be able to make plays. And typically, you'd see the Cho really be the first one to create plays. Speaking of which, they will go ahead and secure Jay. Potentially, Delar will be joining in on the fight, focusing down onto Lord Hades. A flicker has also been expanded and secured the first blood off of that, and JP will fall down. They trade down Kyrie for that as well. Delar will sustain himself against Kilowatt, and they focus on Greed this time around. And with the targeting that Onic PH has, that's more than enough for them to win that game, that early game.
You see what I'm talking about? Look at Hate. Look at what he did. He manhandled that backline at level 5. Almost no items yet. He single-handedly just went to the back.
And the fall down of the damage here will be much felt in the later part of the game. But meanwhile, Hate is feeling himself right now.
I know. He is feeling a lot more confident, especially with that turtle.
Nice stun there to fit an airstrike onto JP, and Hate will be rejoining the fight to secure that kill.
Beautifully done there. And as usual, Onic will be on the uptrend here in the early game like we predicted. They got some good firepower and they're making full use of it.
We're already going to be reaching a point where Aura will start looking for the fights themselves. Yeah. All of them are already at least level 5 at this point, save for JP, and they can create a lot of plays. Speaking of which, JP looking ready to play here on the top side. 3 members from Onic PH already trying to get this goal for himself. Yakno already low on HP. JP with the flicker, the shampoo, into the way the dragon secures a kill onto Yakno.
Alright, that was very proactive from Aura, and again, that's exactly what they have to do. If Onic PH can out-firepower them, Aura has to outmaneuver them.
And JP is just outmaneuvering them. Speaking of which, Kilowatt is zoned out, nowhere to run. He'll be secured by Hate. No problem.
No problem whatsoever. That's maximum outer turret energy shield on the bottom side, but
as a meteor shower will be forced by Iaknu. Jay relatively healthy in this fight. It's a 2v4 in the top lane, and for some reason, Onic is winning, and Iaknu goes for the flicker in to secure the kill himself. No rotations from the rest of the Onic PH members. They're just going to give away the kill onto Iaknu as they secure the bottom lane, as well focus their attention on over towards the mid lane.
Alright, that was insane, man. Absolutely worth it, if you ask me, taking out Lord Hades in the process.
That was a 2v4.
Yeah.
On everything, and Aura is losing their communication side of things here. They managed to focus down Benny Cutie as well. 3 members, no Tempest Blade shenanigans going to be used just yet. He will barely survive there.
Benny Cutie with the moves there, slick and easy.
Turtle,
Coming in. Oh, look at this. Turtle should be easy.
Turtle should be easy. Lord Hades is near, but not in prime position to actually go for the steal here.
Yep, look at this. Could be big here.
Could be
Oh,
big. Will be secured by Hate. Will go on towards the aggression here. It's Kilowatt and Dilar, the two tankiest members here for now. With the soak of the damage of each other. Defender there, so like Kyrie caught off guard. Won't be taken out by Greed. That's a disengage by Onic, and Aura ties up the gold advantage.
absolutely. And again, the Yapnu gonna be in trouble. That's a problem what we have for this Esmeralda. This Changa's shields. Usually Changa's has shields 24/7. That's only feeding Benny Cutie's Frost Moon shield.
And you don't want to see an Esmeralda with full shields coming at you because you will not be able to take down that Esmeralda easily.
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely
I
not.
mean, unless you got 3 members on you. Speaking of which, we have 2 members here on the side of Kilowatt, and Kilowatt will no doubt fall down, getting a lot of priority over the bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, Greed, JP, and Lord Hades trying to go for Jay. They will be forcing the recall there. Benny Cutie, on the other hand, will try to secure a lot of space on the top side.
This is pretty good stuff here. Again, Onic are fighting toe to toe. Even Steven's on the gold.
No engages there from JP. Does not want to risk it. 4 members from Onic Beach are already nearby, and I feel like they are going in for the fight. Hate already in position. Has the Tempest of Blaze available, but they will not commit to a fight just yet.
Yeah, like you said, I have to highlight Dilar on the Lapu Lapu. He had a very off Lapu Lapu last week. He was missing on the Bravest Fighter ultimates and the stunt. This time around, he's playing a lot better. Big improvement from previously.
Big improvement, and it's timely for Onic PH.
They need it.
They need it. They want to catch up to the groups. They want to secure an upper bracket slot for themselves. And with the way that Onic has been playing this map for the past 7 minutes, it's looking good for them. But Aura, at this point, can now fight against Onic.
Yeah, if I was Aura, if I'm even on gold, I'm doing great. You can't really get ahead against a lineup like.
As Jay looking for an opportunity, defender airstrike will be thrown. The Wave of the Dragon connects onto Jay, but they will find Lord Hades in the process. Jay will fall down, but they will trade Hades for that, and the fight will still continue. The Meteor Shower by Iyakno just very timely. The Tempest of Blades to try to secure JP. JP still managed to survive under the turret. Hate will get taken out, but meanwhile in the backlines, Kilowatt and Greed make it out alive, but Greed secures a double off of that against Hate and Jay.
Yeah, Hate is really not pulling any punches here. He's making some crazy plays just to get those kills, and I gotta commend him. At the same time, it is giving away some resources over to the opposition.
Yeah, it's a even fight in terms of economy, in terms of pushes. It's also the same. If anything, if Aura and Onic are even, just like what you said, Aura is pretty much ahead in
Yeah,
this
they
fight.
are. Absolutely. Because they shouldn't be even. I feel like at this point, Onic should be leagues ahead, but instead, Aura is taking a curve here on the gold.
And they need to start getting objectives elsewhere on the map. Onic PH is, from what I'm seeing, they're focusing a lot on the kills here to secure objectives. They have to utilize the fact that they can split push on the Hate, but at the same time, they can't fight without Hate.
I mean, I kind of get it. They don't want to separate away from each other with, risk getting picked off. That's why these two big nukers that we have, the Changa and the Farsa, if you notice, they're pretty much together all the time alongside the Sylvana. But if you keep doing this, you're not really making pushes happen, which is exactly what your lineup is supposed to do.
Yeah, and for now, we're seeing Dilar filling up that role. Dilar is pushing up the lanes as much as possible because he can survive against some multiple ganks. But Aura will be focusing all of their attention towards the top side.
Oh boy.
Slight opening here. Jay
boy.
will get the stun onto JP, but we're not going to be committing. He actually does commit onto Greed. Order of Brilliance will be forced out just in time because of the defender there. So here comes the play, secures a kill onto Greed himself. Will try to get the kill onto JP, and he does. Jay is relatively on fire here. Benny Cutie forced back off. Not really the wisest fight. The Aura PH wants to go forward here, and they have to disengage.
That was maximum money here coming in from Aura. They took as much as they can, but it's going to be on ahead of the curve this time around.
Benny Cutie can't do anything here on the top side. Does not have the, finally has the Falling Star Moon to be able to escape, but will he oblige them of a team fight? They're really not choking out Thrush over there, and he's going to pay the price. He
Boy.
shouldn't have went for the Falling Starman to begin with.
I mean, that would have been a smart play. He was trying to go and defend the turret, remove the minions, but again, he did not expect that many Onic PH members to be there.
Greed is relatively caught here. Onic PH does not want to continue on with the fight. Delar against Lord Hades, and it looks like Delar will fall down here into the hands of Lord Hades.
Yeah, but Delar just getting everything he's wanting on the map as well.
Red team turret has been
Except
destroyed.
this time around. So he's starting to fall slowly in this game. I wonder if that's going to be a problem for me. I think that when that happens, Jay's the one who catches the pressure, right? He's one of the main tanks, and now he's going to be all alone.
They spot out Kilowatt. Feathered Airstrike not really dishing out a lot of damage. And Kyrie, speaking of, will get eliminated by Greed.
What a move from Greed, right? Completely bypassing Jay. They predicted that Winter Truncheon.
And Jay is in a tight spot right now.
That's no man's land.
That's-
Supposedly no man's land, but no man's land.
Yes. No Man is an island here,
Yep.
as well as Snowman is not an island.
Yeah.
But the Lord will be an island that Aura wants to secure for themselves. Delar really can't answer here. Hate cannot go for the steal. If he can, it's going to be big, but Lord will be secured by Lord Hades. The Rhapsody not dishing out a lot of damage. Kilowatt will fall down. Tempest Ablaze will secure the kill onto him. Meanwhile, Delar being focused on by 3 members here. Here comes a Feather Airstrike by Kyrie. Benny Cutie forced to fall back.
This is what I was talking about, man. Moment one of these tanks, either Jay or Delar goes down, the rest of Onic, they just have to turn tail. There is no way they can sustain the fight against a lineup that Aura PH has drafted.
And we're reaching a point where Aura will finally be able to snowball as a 5-man team. Onic PH, they can just really just snowball from here if Aura doesn't oblige them with a full 5-man team fight.
Absolutely. Again, you got to look at Aura here. Where is the picks going to be happening next? I feel like if Delar goes down, Jay's not going to be able to hold this.
That's true. And Iaknu really trying to dish out a lot of damage on the Lord with the Meteor Shower, but to their dismay, will get taken out. JP being caught out with the Imperial Justice by Jay.
There we go. We could see more happen here. Luckily, though, the wave clear is just insane.
True
from Onic.
that.
Good luck pushing this one. But that's only true like until like 15, 18 minutes. After that, Aura's going to have a stronger team fight.
They can just dive in the Meteor Shower, the Feathered Airstrike. Like the deterrence that Onic PH has in terms of the damage output that they have on the 2 nukers that they have is not going to be a factor as soon as Aura just reaches the 17-minute mark even.
Yeah.
15-minute mark even.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking about, because you expect Kilulash to go in. You know, while they're doing those clears after they've used the ultimates, you're going to expect the big Barats coming in and wrecking everything. And you can also expect Benkunis.
That's true. Order of Brilliance already forced out by Greed. Jay, way back in the line, goes for the Imperial Justice, catches him, and Kyrie secures a kill onto Greed. Hate will try to focus on Benny Cutie, but he is caught in a landslide here.
Still
JP
up.
will get the Winter Truncheon up, manages to survive. Will he actually survive? Well, not
Immortality.
really. The immortality is up. Onic PH can choose to go for the fight, but the Feathered Airstrike, Falling Star Moon and the Feathered Airstrike will be committed here by both of these teams. Kilowatt will push on towards Delar in the back lines. And Kyrie will be repositioning himself. Hate will try to secure his buff, will get stolen away by Lord Hades. And the fight is still ongoing, and Onic PH does not want to have anything here against Aura PH for now.
You know what? That was as good of a team fight as Onic is going to get. They fought in a very tight corridor. Please do a replay of that one. That was beautiful for Onic. They sustained that as best as they could, but I feel like that was still an even fight.
An even fight. And
Surprisingly.
that's what Onic PH wants, right? Just like what you pointed out. Fight in the tight areas that the jungle has. They have the Meteor Shower. They have the Feathered Airstrike. Aura does not have a lot of maneuverability to get away from that, except if they use up the Order of Brilliance. They use up the Jeet Kundo, the Shunpo, or the Wave the Dragon. Lord Hades has the Dash. Benny Cutie has a Falling Starman as well. There's a lot of maneuverability for Aura, but at the same time, will they really use it just to evade the amount of damage that the Iaknu and Kyrie has in this fight?
You know, these are big questions, man. Again, a lot of these will be answered later on. Like, is the Link actually that effective on his lineup? We'll find out as we head into the mid game, 15 minutes in. Actually, it should be late game already. You see Lord Hades kind of in trouble. I'm sorry, not Lord Hades. We kind of see Jay kind of in trouble here, trying to find his groove, trying to avoid these Daytona's welcomes.
Speaking of which,
there you go.
with nice timing on the Winter Truncheon saves his life. At what cost? You're also already down.
Cooldown.
One down of safety here. Back lines, Kilowatt tries to go for Kyrie. Tempest the Blades to try to go for Greed. Greed will go for the Winter Truncheon. Will not survive any longer as the team fights will occur. Can't get the Wave of the Dragon onto Jay, but JP does not have any follow-throughs. This is a messy team fight for Aura PH, but they still managed to come out on top of that.
I love that team fight. It was just like a synchronized dance, left and right. You take the other, I'll take the next. It was just a good to and fro, and in the end of the day, that's a 1-for-1. I didn't expect it to be that way because the HP bars are so close.
That's true. And look at the gold lead because of those initial kills. Look at the map presence here by Aura PH. They are now ahead. They now hurt. Onic PH needs to get pickoffs here if they want to come back into the game.
Man, we are going to see this really go into the late game for sure because, again, Onic just has... The wave player's stronger, I don't know why, but it's kind of really strong at this point. Only the team fights do Kyrie fall off. The damage of the Feathered Airstrike, not that strong yet, but I expected... The one from the meteor showers really hurting more.
That's true. And if anything, the way that Onic plays this is that they're rotating as a 5-man squad looking for a 5-man team fight. They need to look for a pickoff here before they even go for the team fight because that's the only way that they can survive against Aura PH. If they can take down Kilowatt, if they can burst out Benny Cutie, just get a -1 anywhere, just get a -1 on any of the side that Aura PH has, they should win the team fights. But as it stands, Aura does not want to oblige them of that.
Yeah, I actually don't know why. I feel like Aura can take team fights now. You know, they can absolutely fight, but they're prioritizing the Lord take. And I know why, because again, you kind of have to look at the top side as well, who is pushing with their lane.
Oh, nice catch onto Jay. Jay's still looking for a viable target here. Kyrie not going to be going for the Feathered Airstrike. Jay will use the Winter Truncheon, so though Daytona's welcome available, Hate is nearby, can really join in on the fight. The Feathered Airstrike will be thrown down. JP will not fall down just yet. Jay might. Potentially, he managed to survive. Meanwhile, the backline is Benny Cutie secures a kill off of Iaknu, and that is already a messy team fight. Kyrie will not be able to join in on the fight. Hate is low on HP. Will go for the Tempest. The Blaze will not get a kill onto Lord Hades, but the Immortality will not. He's not going to make it out alive. The Lara and Jay will back off. The Feathered Falling Star Moon will catch the Lara, and Benny Cutie has been... Somebody is caught in the mid-air. What was that?
What was that? We gotta get a replay of that one. Sorry. What was that?
Who was stuck in mid-air as Kilowatt goes for the flicker and potentially for the Daytona's welcome?
I love that.
Not gonna happen as game number 1 will go to the hands of Aura.
That took me by surprise. I was not ready to see floating. Sorry, that was beautiful here. Coming in from Aura PH, beautiful game 1.
And this winning moment is brought to you by Oppo A94. That was a... Alright, one, we need to find out who